tip for safety here. A few of these nails wouldn't come out. The heads completely came off and they were solid in there. There was no way of me getting them out quickly anyway. So what I've done is I've hammered them in and then I've circled them. My saw, this one here, will actually cut through nails without much of a problem. But it's a safety thing because I'll be cutting this way. I want to avoid hitting the nails because I don't want any metal flinging anywhere. So it's just an idea, you know. You don't have to do it if you don't want, but if this happens to you and you can't get them out, just doing a little mark on them, and you know that if you cut along that line, you could potentially be cutting along a piece of nail which can blunt certain blades, or it can fling, you know, bits of iron or metal at you. Okay, so we're going to start work on this area here. This is going to be their bedding, you know, their warm place. So what we need to do is we need to set up a frame here that will have a room for the door, and then we can a room to put like the rest of the wood up, and then we'll connect it all around and we'll do all of this bit, and then we will connect a door here for easy cleaning and a door here that opens up, because this is for 2 rabbits but it's quite small, and what we're going to do is we're just going to let them out in the day because we've got, you know, part of the back garden segmented off for pets and so on anyway. So we'll open this up, let them out, let them have free run to some degree. So the next bit then is this bit. We're going to work on their warm bedding area. Okay, so there's the first part of our framed box. Nothing's been screwed down at all yet. It's literally, I'm going to be measuring, making something that'll fit in there, and do all the sort of cutting first, and then I'll screw the whole thing together at the same time. Okay, so we've made a frame for this area here, which will be have the doorway in for the rabbits, and that's up here. Let's see if I can get that all in one piece. And this will be something like that, and then this side here will be the doorway. So I'm going to connect all that together, and I'll show you what that looks like then. Right, I've measured 10 inches exactly on both sides, and then used my 90-degree angle to get them exactly lined. And now I'm going to screw these to this central beam, and then somewhere around here I'm going to connect that, and that will become the doorway there. I haven't got any screws long enough to go in through this side, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill up through here at an angle and screw in, come down that way, and that way. I might not have to do both the top and the bottom. I'll see how secure that holds it, because this will be going in as well, and then we've got boards going on the top, so it will give it a lot of strength. So I'll just see what I need and go from there. So the first one, again, if you've got clamps, use them, because you can clamp all this down solid and you don't have to hold any of it, and nothing will then slip out the way. But to start a diagonal hole, don't try and start it on a diagonal. Start it going straight first and then turn it, but do not put your drill bit in any more than a couple of millimeters, because you'll just snap it. So I've gone in literally a couple of millimeters, and now I can turn it, get it all lined up again. And drill. Now that is probably not, yeah, it's probably just touched this on the outside. There we go. Just. So I'll have a look to see if I've got a drill bit that's longer. If not, I'll just brute force it and put it in like that. Okay, so I'm just going to put the screw in just slightly, slowly drill it, and I couldn't find a drill bit big enough to go all the way through both, so I'm just going to try and line it up and get it in. This is a really silly thing to do. You should have it all wedged in place so it can't move. But I'm having to use brute force. Okay. Now this, if you have a look, has slightly come away. If you have a look, so there's a little gap because it wasn't quite equal. That's not a problem. I can unscrew it and screw it back in again in a sec, but I'm not worried about that just yet, because of it will all straighten itself up as I do it. So there's our frame. and that'll be the door. So we're going to put wooden slats along here and here. And I still haven't decided whether we're going to make a door that closes at night just to keep some more heat in or not. I'm not entirely sure yet. Okay, once again, I don't have screws big enough, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of wood completely to the end. I'm going to drill down on a diagonal and I'm going to screw it in. And on the bit you saw me do a second ago, which has the door for them to come in and out, I didn't bother doing both sides, but I probably will for this because of obviously this is holding it all up. Although they will have pieces of board across them which will give them structural support.